Hello, it's been a minute. The hair is growing. I am in need of a trim, so I am going to flat iron my hair and then give it a trim. So I washed it, store-bought shampoo and conditioner, nothing special, nothing to write home about, nothing to tell anybody about. The shampoo had protein in it because I needed some protein, and the conditioner was moisturizing. That's all we know. So the first thing I'm going to start with is this bamboo and silk leave-in conditioner. I'm going to attempt, I usually I just flat iron it and it is what it is, but I'm going to try to do a silk press and see if I can have it just a flowing. So spray a little of this in my hair before I blow dry. And I'll put heat protectant as well. I'll show you that. So, it's a lot going on in the world, and we don't need to talk about it. I have been doing yoga and yoga nidra every day. If you haven't heard of yoga nidra, I have some yoga nidra videos for you on this channel, so go and check those out. But I'll tell you a little bit of what they are. First, though, I'm going to go in with my 44 Iron Guard heat protectant. So yoga nidra is called the yogic sleep. It is a yoga where you don't move your body. It's not a physical practice, but you do use your mind to sense the sensations that you feel in your body, right? So you'll be resting in the bed, and I will have you start off by taking some deep breaths and getting your body nice and calm. And then I will direct you with my voice to notice the sensations in different parts of your body. I may ask you to visualize scenes, sensations, warmth, cold, and it's a way to become super aware of your body, and it puts you into a state of deep relaxation that really, really helps and aids with sleep. And because I'm an overnight postpartum doula, my sleep is always interrupted, to say the least, waking up with the babies. And I'm perimenopause, so I'm like having sleep troubles anyways. So this really, really helps with that. I'm going to blow dry my hair. So I'm going to put you on fast speed because you've seen blow dries. Well, you know what? Actually, I will tell you. So I start off on a medium setting and medium heat and high air velocity. And I like to stretch my hair first and blow dry and blow dry and blow dry before I even go in with any kind of tool or anything. So I'll do this. And now to finish it, I'm going to go on high. It's still a little damp at my roots, so I want to make sure I get those nice and dry, because a wet scalp means you will have a puffy base. section is done. And then I'm going to dry the rest of it, and then I'll go back in to get it a little bit straighter with the blow dryer before I flat iron. So I'll come back when it's all done. All right, so this is the blow dry. I'm going to go through one time now that it's all dried and make sure we get it as straight as possible. I can feel in the back it's still a little puffy, so I'm going to get that a little straighter before we go on to the next step. Thermal press agent, thermal smoothing. Use just a couple of squirts and just run it through. My hair. This isn't wet like the iron guard is. So it's another heat protected before the flat iron, but I don't want to use something that's wet when I just did all this work. All right, I'm gonna get just a little bit more in the back because I got the front good. And then I will be flat ironing on 375. And I'm gonna do, I usually do, smallish sections. I'm gonna do super small, very thin section. So it's gonna take me a minute. You see, it didn't take very long to blow dry my hair. I'm actually gonna do one cold pass over it before I do that. I feel like I need to do a cold pass. It even looks a little different. All right, so here I go flat ironing. All right, so back to yoga nidra. It's really good at resetting the nervous system and just making you feel calm and relaxed. So much so that a 20-minute yoga nidra session can feel like in your body a 3-hour nap. What? Yes, that is why I love it. All right, so I do the chasing. I do the chasing method. This is a very small little piece. And sometimes I think I move too quickly going down the strand, not wanting too much heat on it, but also it needs to be enough heat, right? Like it you have to leave it on the hair. All right, it's the first little one. We liking. The other thing I've been doing is switching up. Like I'm a certified yoga instructor, and I taught for a few years during the pandemic online, and I haven't taught in a while since then. And I don't go to any yoga studios, but I am a YouTube yogi. And so I've been really intentional with my search, looking for South Asian folks and Black folks to follow, because when you put in restorative yoga, right, all I see are just white bodies everywhere. And while there's nothing wrong with those white bodies, I want to see a brown body. I want to see a brown body. I want to hear someone with a cadence that feels homey, feels soothing for me. So I've been really intentional about finding folks on the YouTube. And so lately I have been doing yoga with Shaunneka, but she just changed her name. So I've got I think it's like wellness with Shaunneka. But she has some wonderful, wonderful practices. A lot of them are completely on the floor. I am not one of those high power yogis. I like nice, slow, easy, easy on my breath, where I can really take my time and get focused on what I feel in my body with each and every moment. And I don't feel the same thing when I'm doing faster or more intense yoga. Some people do, and that works for them. For me, I'm just be out of breath. So that's not what I like to do. So Shaunneka, and then what's this other woman? I was just using her this morning. I'll write it in the description because I can't remember her name right now. But her practice, I have had lower back issues. And she had me do a supported pigeon pose over a bolster. I've never done that before. So a pigeon pose is really easy for me. I don't really feel anything in my body really stretching much because it's a familiar pose for my body, right? So I just go into it. But this realigned my hips in a way that when I got up, I felt so good. I've been having hip and lower back pains on my right side, and I didn't feel any of it. I didn't feel any of it for the whole day. So I did it 2 days in a row, and I was doing it this morning, but I got into the supported frog pose, and I've heard people say that hip openers release emotional tension. Like, I've heard it said. I never experienced it a day in my life. So I thought it was a bunch of hogwash. Let me be honest. That's just people doing too much. Like, whatever. So this morning, though, as soon as I went into it, some stuff came up, and I was in tears. I had to get out. I actually stopped my yoga practice and got in the bed and snuggled to my husband and cried because it was just too much. All right, you see I'm having technical difficulties down here. We're making it work. All right, how are we looking? I know one thing. When it comes time to clipping these ends, I might need to have somebody else do this today. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. We'll see. Anyways, so those are two that I've been utilizing and loving. And do I practice every day? Of course not. I try to simply because this new body of mine needs a little revving up in the morning. I need to rev up before I just get out there and go. I did just started taking supplements literally yesterday. So do I feel any effects? I say I have, but that's mind over matter. I eat a million fruits and vegetables. I don't eat a lot of processed foods, and I mean really none. I don't snack. I eat 3 meals a day. I don't drink pop. You know what I mean? I'm very much a healthy person. I make my own teas and fermented foods, and I make everything from scratch. My daughter tells me we are an ingredient house, not a snack house. You want hummus? Oh, I've got dry garbanzo beans. I can make you hummus. I'm Nara Smith out in this bitch. But I still feel you know, that there are things I'm missing in my diet. I notice some days, especially when I'm doing a ton of vegetables and not really feeling meat, my vegetables don't include a lot that have a ton of protein. I love beans, but I can go 3 days with just eating like broccoli and cabbage and carrots and lettuce. You know what I mean? And so I started to feel that lack of protein. So I started adding, I have a pea protein powder that I put in a tea with ground flax seeds to help my bowel. So I say all this to say, I live a very healthful lifestyle, but I felt like I was still missing some things. Now, I, in general, am against Chat GPT. I'm against the idea of it, how much resources it uses, and all the things. And it's a tool that's available to us now. And so if I'm going to use it, I'm going to use it smart. I'm going to use it wisely. I'm not just going to have random conversations with the computer. I'm going to ask it to do things for me to better myself, my business, my family, yada, yada, yada. So I went on to the Chat GPT and I told them all the things that I'm feeling in my body, how I eat, how much I exercise, if I wanted to start some vitamins, like where should I start? Because I also don't believe in vitamins. Because I know most vitamins you take, a multivitamin that you take, it literally goes into your pee and comes out your pee, right? There's so many things in it that conflict with each other. There's iron and calcium at the same time. And I'm like, that's pointless. I don't want to be taking something just to be taking something, and it's not really doing what it needs to be doing. So what do I need to be taking? How much of it? When should I be taking them? And with what other things should I be taking them? So it gave me a whole rundown of different supplements. Look, trying to find a vitamin that does not have iron, calcium, and D3 in it is so difficult. Because those things can't all be taken together. They can't all be taken together. They cancel each other out. So I don't want a multivitamin that has all of that in there. I found one. I'll write the name because I don't remember. I haven't gotten it yet. So in the mornings, I'll be taking an iron pill and taking it with vitamin C. So I have a soursop tea infusion that is wonderful, and it's high in vitamin C. So I'll just take it with that in my breakfast, right? So that is the iron. Then midday, I've got omega-3 fish oils, and it's 2 of those big bad boogers. The calcium pills, it's 4 of those. Look, I don't like swallowing pills, but I'm doing it. I did it yesterday. I'm going to do it today. The calcium is 4. There's a K2. And then the D3. So I took all of those. And the calcium also has magnesium. And then in the evening, a magnesium glycosate. So I had taken the magnesium before, last year around this time. But at that time, I didn't ask. I didn't know. I just saw people talking about taking magnesium, help you sleep, and joint pain. And I'm like, I need sleep and I need joint pain relief. I didn't know what the daily recommended amount was. It's like 150 milligrams. These bad boys were 500 milligrams, and they're like, take 3 a day. I was shitting my life away. Oh, I messed up my gut system so much. I stopped taking everything. I just made fermented foods. My whole gut was all kinds of messed up. This time I asked. So I've got a nice appropriate dosage once a day in the evening with my dinner. So you've got to be careful out here in these streets. You got to know what the daily recommended dosage is and how much what you're buying actually has. Oh yeah, these ends are terrible. So like I said, day 1 was yesterday. We'll see how it makes me feel. If it will decrease the fatigue And the joint pain is what is really hard. Because I've never had joint pain before. I was always very limber and flexible because I danced for many years, and it's just not feeling the same. All right, well, I've got a lot more to do, so I'm going to stop talking and just do this, and I'll meet you guys back. I'm almost done with the back, and I'm over here getting excited, and then I thought I should probably share this with you all. So why am I getting excited? I'm getting excited because my hair is getting long. I'm over here like, ooh, I got some hair. My hair is getting long. But why do I want long hair? Well, I want long hair because I want to see how long you can get. That's the number one. I really want to see it get down to my butt. But number two is my family prized hair, right? I'm from Creole folk, and hair was a huge deal. It was very important, and having long hair was very important in my family. And it was so important that my senior year of high school, I shaved all my hair off as kind of like a protest to the importance of this hair. I was like, it doesn't make a difference. It just grows out your head. It doesn't mean I'm good, I'm smart. It doesn't mean anything. It just means that it's hair. And I had, quote unquote, good hair. And so I heard that all my life. And I didn't like it. I didn't like what that implied. It made me feel yucky. It did not make me feel beautiful. So I cut all my hair off, and I had it short for like 8 years. And after that, I kind of was just ambivalent about my hair. When I started letting it grow back, I didn't have any routine. I didn't know how to take care of it. It was just hair on my head. When I started getting into taking care of my hair, I did not have any length desire. I just wanted my hair to be healthy. I wanted to just learn about how to take care of it because I didn't know anything. Nothing at all. So as I've learned and grown and been working with my hair and with herbs and clays and essential oils and learning about proteins and moisture and emulsifiers and preservatives, and really just going from kitchen sink kind of product making to really building my hair care regimen, my goals have changed. So my goal now is to have long hair because I want it to look like my Auntie Pat's. My Auntie Pat's hair went down to her butt. I want to see my hair down to my butt. So that's where I want to be. But I know that a lot of that, my family's obsession with hair is tied up in white supremacy, colonization, all the things that I am against. So there's a little bit of like decolonizing that has to happen sometimes when I get excited. Like, why? Okay, Tiffany, why are you excited? You're over here doing the white girl. Like, is that why? I have to check in with myself because look, colonization did a serious number on folks. And to think that you are fully decolonized and you still live in this world is crazy talk. All right, so let me finish. All righty. All done. I have not cut these ends. Let's see what it looks like in the back. How's it look? I gotta go back and see. I don't know if it's all crazy. If it's see-through. If I've got, bad ends. I don't know. I gotta see. Okay, so let me take a picture and then get to cutting and we'll come back.
And it's kind of hard to see, but you can see through here my guide peekabooing at me. So I'm going to cut against that.
Okay, let's see. I just ruined it. I put a little gloss spray, and even though it's supposed to be light, My hair is too fine for that. So it's made it greasy looking. You see that? It looks like heavy. It wasn't like that just a second ago. It was flowy. So my hope is that I'm gonna wrap it, and then the scarf will take some of it out, and then I'll be fine. But anyways, I cut it. We are blowing. I definitely need a professional cut, because that is all kinds of not very even. That's okay. We'll be all right. I actually cut off quite a bit. Well, all right. It's all relative. This is the longest. That's the longest bit I cut off. Because it was so like uneven. This made it a little a little more even. So like, at least when it comes to the front, right? Like if I wear it like this, we're the same length here. Before I had like some strands that were down here and whatnot. So I am pleased with this. This is probably how much hair came out when I washed my hair. I don't even think that much came out when I washed my hair. So overall, I did not lose a whole bunch of hair. Hold on, I'm picking up all of it so you can see. Oh, so I mean, I didn't cut off a lot, right? I cut off enough. I cut off what needed. I still feel like there's some of these strands in the middle are a little funky. Like this feels like it is, like right here. Like it's not evenly. This is fine, but this little section right here I can see has some funky ends. Perfection is not needed, but I am going to go ahead and wrap my hair. So hold on, let me go get all the things I need. Okay, so I like to do mine parted in the middle, and then brushing or combing from the back, keeping my hand on top so that it stays flat, because I have a problem with it climbing. So if I keep my hand on it, it stays flat. As I begin to brush it over. Ooh. Yeah, this is silky. This is silky, because what? I can't even get it to brush and stay. Hold on. Okay. You see how I didn't got it all messed up on the top already? Hold on. All right. Let me get this paddle brush. I might be able to just throw this doobie on and let it do the rest of the work, because what in the hole? Everything. All right. That is what I'm going to do, y'all. Look, I got my head off to the side. All right, throw this bad boy on. Here we go. Now let's spin it around. Wow. Awesome. Thank you for joining me. Peace. See you next time. The wrapping worked. As you can see, I'm no longer heavy. The shine is everything. The bounce, the flow, it is all there. The cut, it looks cute. I'm loving. It worked. I'm a happy camper. Bye, y'all.